the game today. The game today against Fulham. The game today against Fulham was not a good game. By all standard, I didn't think that that was a good game. I felt like it showed why Manchester United should be in the market. It showed why Manchester United should be making buys. It showed why Manchester United should be looking out for players who can play different positions for Manchester United. Manchester United should be in the January transfer window trying to get in a player that would come in and serve a purpose for Manchester United. Because tell me how at this point Manchester United, Ruben Amorim, the board, everybody knows what is wrong at Manchester United, and tell me why nobody is being proactive at getting in players. Nobody is being proactive. And I can tell you now that there is clear signs, there is clear knowledge that the tension at Old Trafford, at Carrington, is rising because the manager is feeling undone. Yes, the manager is not feeling supported. The manager feels deceived because this is not what was discussed from the beginning. This was not what the board made the manager to understand. This was not what the board actually wanted the manager. The Ruben Amorim is upset. In his press conference, he said it. He's come here to be the manager of Manchester United and not the coach. He is not here to coach the boys on how to play football. He's not here to coach the boys on what to do on the field of play. He is here to manage Manchester United. He is managing every section of the club, including scouting and recruitment. That is what he has come to Manchester United to do. It is clear as ABC. And if the board did not want him, if the board did not want Ruben Amorim, they would have told him before now that they were not going to heed to his instructions, because he is the manager at Manchester United and not the coach. I have never been a fan of the board going out there to get players for the manager. The manager ought to identify the players. The manager has to get in and know the profile of the players. The manager wants to know how the behavioral pattern of the players. The manager wants to know how the player behaves and what the player does, how the player lives his life. The manager wants to know because he is going to be managing the player, not the board. The board cannot be influencing players on manager. This is something that has not worked out at Manchester United. Look at it. I'll tell you that Ruben Amorim pointed out players that he wanted, but Christopher Vivel and Jason Wilcox managed to get him other players. And now this is the result. Benjamin Sesko is not performing at Manchester United. He is not performing. Ruben Amorim wanted a different player. Ruben Amorim wanted Oli Watkins. Now Benjamin Sesko is here. He's been given game time. He's been fed with the ball numerous times, and Benjamin Sesko will not make use of this. And that is a problem at Manchester United right now. And still, the board is not being proactive to go into the market to get players to play for this manager. Look at Manchester United bench today. Look at the bench today. Look at the bench that played against Leeds United today. Manchester United had no player on the bench. All academy boys. No player on the bench. And someone wants you to believe. Someone wants you to believe that Ruben Amorim is not doing well. Like I said before, look at the parameters at which Ruben Amorim is performing. By this time last season, the games we are drawing now will be games we will lose, easily lose. We will easily lose the games we are drawing today. Last season, we will lose all of them. If this game we are drawing now were as of last season, we are going to lose all of them. In case you people do not understand what is going on here, listen. Last season, when Ruben Amorim was coming to Manchester United, he made demands. I am going to be part of recruitment. I am going to be part of the players that you are going to bring into the club. And the board accepted. I am not going to change my philosophy. This is how I understand football, and this is what we are going to do at Manchester United. The board accepted. He said he was going to come at the end of the season. The board said, no, you have to come now. If you need this job, if you know you're going to do this job, you have to come now. And Ruben Amorim hit to the board, and he came. This manager came to Manchester United with dilapidated players. Imagine players that were playing for Ruben Amorim last season: Chidobe Martins, Toby Collier. These were players Ruben Amorim was using to play Premier League football. And still, he managed to take a 15th place Manchester United to play the Europa League final. And this season, Ruben Amorim is 5th in the Premier League. Manchester City is actually playing against Chelsea right now. Manchester City is playing against Chelsea right now, and if Manchester City happens to win this game, Manchester United stays 5th. It means that Manchester United will be 5th in the Premier League table this weekend. And this is a team that as at last year at this time, they were 15th in the table. You can say that Manchester United jumped 10 places. And somebody comes out to tell you that the manager is not doing well, the manager is not improving the team, the manager is this, that, and the manager is that. This is a manager that has happened to the media. The media is trying to make Ruben Amorim look like he's not doing well. And Jason Wilcox is being influenced by Gary Neville and all of that. Because tell me why you want Ruben Amorim to change his style now. Tell me why you're coming out and you're telling Ruben Amorim that you're not making plans to get players right now. Ruben Amorim has to wait until the end of the summer to get players. You are looking at a manager struggling with a team. He is struggling with this team. Manchester United is riddled with injuries. We have injured players, we have suspended players, we have players who are out there playing the AFCON. Look at Manchester City going all out to get players in. Look at other clubs going all out to get players in. And Manchester United, they are making excuses on why they cannot go out there and equip the team for Ruben Amorim. Last season, Manchester United, it was difficult for Manchester United to score goals. Manchester United was not creating chances and scoring goals last season. It was bad. Manchester United was conceding but not scoring goals last season. Yes. And then this season, Manchester United is on top 5 teams that is scoring goals. And then the manager is telling the board, we have to buy players, we have to equip ourselves, we have to get players in the midfield, we have to get players in the wing back positions. And the board is not backing the manager. The board is being half committed. Ruben Amorim is making it clear to everybody that wants to understand. Ruben Amorim is making it clear that to everybody that wants to understand. There is crisis at Manchester United and the board is not ready to get players in. Look at the Manchester United bench. I'll read out the names to you. Look at the Manchester United bench. Altai India, Tyrell Malacia, Tyler Fredrickson, Godwill Kukonki, Jack Fletcher, Tyler Fletcher, Bendito Mantato, Joshua Zexi, Sheilesi. That is the Manchester United bench. You don't have any player there. All of these are academy players. And players Ruben Amorim do not play with. And how do you want Ruben Amorim to succeed with this kind of players? We have Bruno out. We have Mainu out. We have Matthias De Ligt out. We have Harry Maguire out. We have Ahmad out. We have Mbuemo out. We have Mazraoui out. We have all of these players out. And Ruben Amorim is trying his best. So it is clear, let me tell you something, it is clear that the board is not backing the manager. And Ruben Amorim is overachieving with these players. I'll tell you something for free. I'll tell you something for free. I'm gonna tell you something for free, right? No manager will come to Manchester United at this time and perform with these players. No manager will come to Manchester United at this time and perform with Ugarte. Look at Casemiro today. He struggled all through the match. Look at Casemiro. He struggled all through the match. Look at Ugarte. Ugarte was one of the worst players in the match. The only players that performed in today's game are Matheus Cunha and Joshua Zexi when brought in. Look at Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko, I don't even know whether they play for us or they play for the other team. Amorim has made it clear that there are problems at the club and he will leave. It is very clear that Amorim will leave Manchester United. It is clear. He's made it because it is very, very clear. The statement he made in the press in this post-match conference clearly has made it official that the Manchester United board are being influenced by the media. The Manchester United board is being influenced by the media. Jason Wilcox is being influenced by the media. Jason Wilcox is coming to Ruben Amorim to ask him to adapt, to change his playing style. Jason Wilcox is telling Ruben Amorim when he came to Manchester United, he made it clear to everybody, including the fans, he is not going to change his playing style. He is not. You have to get players in. You have to go and get players. You will not go and you will not tell Pep Guardiola to change his playing style. You will not tell Pep Guardiola that, oh, you have to adapt. You brought him in for a job. You brought him in for a job. Allow him to do the job. Don't influence him. He said you should get him players. Get him the players. You don't influence him. Don't come and tell him. Don't start telling you don't come to him to start telling him, oh, you can do this. Hello, sorry everybody. Mistakes. I'm sorry. So, like I was saying here, Manchester United ought to support the manager. They have ought to give the manager what he needs. The manager needs to get players to play the style that you hired him for. Ruben Amorim was at Sporting CP. He was doing well with the team. You went there. He told you his terms and conditions. You accepted. You accepted the terms and the conditions. And at this point, you are supposed to be, listen, last season, Manchester United was 12th in the position, in the Premier League position. Manchester United was 12th last season. We ended 15th. Nobody gave the team a chance. Every other person said, okay, maybe Manchester United should be aiming for 8th position. Manchester United should be aiming for the Conference League. Manchester United should be aiming. Now the team sits number 5 in the Premier League table. So why are you not giving the manager the benefit of a doubt and getting players? And Jason Wilcox is out there telling the manager to adapt. Adapt to what? Adapt to what? What do you want him to adapt to? He's telling you this is what you should do. If he was not successful at Sporting, you will not go for him. If Sporting CP did not listen to him, if Sporting CP did not adapt to his ideas, you will not see him. You will not go for him. Sporting CP listened to him. Sporting CP adapted to his style. Sporting CP they bought players. They brought in players for him. He let loads of players go, and he brought in players to play his football, and he was successful at Sporting. And you saw him, and you went all out for him. And now he's here. And all you could do or all you could say is that he should adapt. Adapt to what actually? Adapt to what? He should adapt. He should learn to adapt. He should learn to be flexible. What do you mean by he should learn to be flexible? What does that even mean? What can Wilcox, Jason Wilcox, Omar Berada, Christopher Vivel, this is the manager said it. He said it. I am here to be the manager. Don't you know the meaning of a manager? I am to manage every section of the club. I am to manage the scouting. I am to manage the recruitment. I am to manage players, their lifestyle, their welfare, how they live. Any player coming in, I am to know about the player. I am to know about the players and profile, everything about the player before the player would come in. This is Ruben Amorim has said these things. He did not say it today. He said it when he came in first time as a Manchester United manager. And this was the reason why a lot of Manchester United fans began to like him. Because he sounded firm and ready for the job. And then all of a sudden, Jason Wilcox wants him to adapt. All of a sudden, you want him to play 4-man at the back. All of a sudden, you just come out and you want him to adapt because Gary Neville says he should adapt. Yes, because we are looking at Paul Scholes. Gary Neville failed as a football manager. What right does Gary Neville have? What right does Gary Neville have to actually say anything? What right? Gary Neville has no right to advise any manager. He failed in Spain. He failed in Spain. He could not win games. So what right does Gary Neville have? Kari Ratata, welcome. If you're joining me for the first time, this Manchester United fan channel, please click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button, yeah? You're joining me for the first time, this Manchester United fan channel, click on the notification button. Click on the subscribe button. Click on the notification button. On the notification. Every time I drop my videos, you get it. Thank you for joining. But the truth is the truth. Let's say it. You cannot be asking Ruben Amorim to adapt when he clearly stated that he is not going to change his philosophy. He's not going to change his play style. You have to give him players. You have to go to the market. You have to bring in players that will play for Manchester United. Liverpool spent 500 million pounds. Yes, Liverpool spent 500 million pounds and they are fourth on the table, just 2 points off Manchester United. Is that not a shame? Is that not a shame for a team that won the Premier League last season? They won the Premier League last season, and this season Liverpool is fourth, 2 points off Manchester United. Even if Liverpool is 3 points off Manchester United, it's a shame. It's a shame for a team that should be contending for the title. Liverpool is supposed to be fighting for the title. Liverpool is supposed to be fighting for the title. They are 3 points. Liverpool is just 3 points off Manchester United, a team that is supposed to be fighting for the title. They are in fourth place. They are in fourth place after spending over 500 million. Liverpool is not in the title race. Aston Villa is 42. Man City is 42. Arsenal is 48. While Liverpool is 34 points. So we cannot discuss Liverpool here. Liverpool has nothing to, we cannot discuss Liverpool because Liverpool is poor. After spending all the money they spent, we cannot discuss Liverpool here. They are poor. We beat them at Anfield. We beat Liverpool. A team as poor as Manchester United beat Liverpool at Anfield. Yes, we handed them a loss. Their first loss at Anfield. Manchester United gave it to them. So I cannot be discussing a Liverpool that will spend 500 million and cannot contend with Arsenal. I can't discuss that. I can't discuss them. Let us talk about Manchester United. Let's talk about Manchester United. Let's talk about Omar Berrada. These guys are supposed to be in the market now. They are supposed to be scouting for players that will play for Manchester United next season. They are supposed to be in the market getting players for Ruben Amorim at this point. Ruben Amorim has no business discussing transfers. Omar Berrada, Jason Wilcox, Christopher Vivel, they are ought to be in the market right now. They have to be all over Europe. They have to be globetrotting, trying to get players for Ruben Amorim. Because look at our bench. Look at our bench today. Look at our bench, and we are supposed to be qualifying for top 4, and we are supposed to be playing the Champions League. And look at our bench: Altay Bayindia, Tyrell Malacia, Tyler Fredrickson, Godwill Nkunki, Jack Fletcher, Tyler Fletcher, Bendito Mantato, Joshua Zexi, Shea Lacey. Look at it. Altay Bayindia is the second choice goalkeeper who is not good enough. Tyrell Malacia has not played football. Tyler Fredrickson is from the academy. Godwill Nkunki, I think, from the academy. Jack Fletcher from the academy. Tyler Fletcher from the academy. Bendito Mantato from the academy. Joshua Zexi is the only player that can make it into our first team, even though he's not even good enough. Then Shilesi from the academy. How many academy players do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 academy players on the bench. Then we have Altai Bendia, Tyrell Malasia, and Joshua Zexi. 3 players that are not good enough, that will not make it into any top team in Europe. Tell me Altai Bendia can make it into any top team in Europe. Tell me that Tyrell Malasia can make it into any top team in Europe. Tell me that Joshua Zexi would make it into any top team in Europe that wants to win trophy. Tell me about that. And then Christopher Vivel and Jason Wilcox come out to tell Ruben Amorim not to sign players. That is poor. That is poor from the board. The board is letting the manager down. The board is listening to Gary Neville, who failed as a manager, listening to Paul Scholes and Wayne Rooney. These guys failed as a manager. Wayne Rooney relegated DC United. Wayne Rooney was not good enough in England. He wasn't good enough anywhere as a coach. And that is why Wayne Rooney is now a sports pundit, condemning coaches who are better than him. That is why Gary Neville, if Gary Neville was good as a coach, if Gary Neville was actually good as a coach, Gary Neville will not be a pundit. Man City has scored against Chelsea. Man City is 1 goal up against Chelsea. And now, if this game ends like this, Manchester United will be confirmed in the 5th place. And somebody wants you to condemn Ruben Amorim. Thank you so much, Richard Baidu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And somebody wants to tell me that Ruben Amorim is not doing a good job. Ruben Amorim beat Liverpool this season, beat Chelsea this season. These are teams who are more equipped than Manchester United. I'm telling you, these are teams more equipped than Manchester United. They gave Arsenal a good run for their money. The only thing, I'll tell you something, the only thing you know this is, you cannot expect consistency from some of Manchester United players. And this is why we should be in the market getting top players. Players like Dogu. Players like Dalo. You cannot expect consistency from them. Players like Eleni Yoro. You cannot expect consistency from them. And Ruben Amorim with these players is looking like a team that will stay 5th in the Premier League. This is the 20th season of the Premier League. Week 20. Yes, this is week 20 of the Premier League season. Yes, and we are 5th. How many weeks do we have to go? Manchester United far off better. Thank you guys for joining the live. Click on the subscribe button. This is Manchester United fan channel. Click on the subscribe button. Kindly just subscribe to this channel, because here we speak the truth and nothing but the truth about Manchester United. No gaslighting, no sugarcoating. Click on the subscribe button. Click on the notification button. Every time we drop the video, you will get it. You cannot gaslight Ruben Amorim at this point. He has his results. He is better off last season. He is better off than last season. Manchester United is in a better position than last season. How about scoring goals? Top scoring teams in England. Top scoring teams in the Premier League. Top scoring teams in the Premier League this season. Top scoring teams. Manchester United is there. The top scoring teams in the Premier League. Manchester United is number 3. In the top scoring teams in the Premier League, Manchester United is number 3. Last season, we were -6 on goal difference at this point, sitting hollow in 15th place. And this season, we are elevated. We are in the top 5. We are in the top 5. And we are top 3. Top 3. We are top 3 in the top scoring teams. Look at it. Manchester City 44 goals. Arsenal is on 40. And Manchester United is 34 goals. Ahead of Aston Villa. Ahead of Brentford. Ahead of Chelsea. Ahead of Liverpool. And you cannot trust in the manager. You cannot believe in the manager. Listen, Manchester United is the biggest club in England, the second biggest club in the world. We generate the most revenue. We are not like Barcelona, who are deep in debt, owing players. Manchester United is the biggest club in the world. Thank you guys for joining. Please click on the subscribe button as soon as possible. Click on the subscribe button. Please give the lives a thumbs up. Give this broadcast a thumbs up. Kindly give this broadcast a thumbs up and click on the subscribe button. Click on the notification button. Manchester United this season is better than Liverpool, because if we have the material Liverpool have, with Ruben Amorim, we'll be in a better position. Matters Delete, before his injury, has been Manchester United best defender. Brian Mbeumo, before he went for AFCON, has been best Manchester United forward player. We have Bruno Fernandes, who is best Manchester United creative spark, best in the league. Bruno Fernandes, best in the league, best Manchester United creative player. And somebody wants you to believe that Ruben Amorim is not improving players and he's not looking better. Look at Ahmad. Ahmad is comfortably playing from the wing as a wing back, and he's one of the most dangerous. Yes, one of the most dangerous wingers in the league. It is first half. It is first half right now, and Manchester City is beating Chelsea. First half, Manchester City is beating Chelsea. Thank you guys for joining. Please click on the subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button. Click on the notification button. You can send in your super chats. You can send in super chats. You can send in stickers to support the channel. Thank you. But this is a Manchester United fan channel. We discuss everything about Manchester United on this space, and we don't sugarcoat it. We don't gaslight you. We'll tell you exactly what is happening at Manchester United. And right now, Jason Wilcox is trying to gaslight Ruben Amorim, because Ruben Amorim said it from the beginning. Yes, he clearly said it, that Manchester United, nobody's going to make him change how he plays. Nobody's going to make him change how he wants to play out from the back. Nobody's changing him from playing 3-man at the back. He prefers a style of play. And if you are a manager and if you are a fan of Manchester United, look at Manchester United this season. Look at Manchester United last season. That is the case for itself. You don't have any other thing to say. You don't have to be listening to the media talking about stats, talking about winning ratio. You know, you don't have to be looking at them talking about stats, talking about winning ratio. Oh, Ruben Amorim has won 32 games in 105 games. He has done this. These are statistics to deceive the public, to deceive the masses, to make Ruben Amorim not good enough. The question is, where was Manchester United last season and where is Manchester United now? That is the question. What has been the performance last season? What has been the performance now? That is the question. Check out the win ratio now. That is the question. You cannot be telling me, oh, he came last season, you want to be. No, that is not the question. You have to go into the market. Look at Casemiro and Ugarte. They both struggled all through the game today. Casemiro so slow, Ugarte has no football IQ. They were so slow today. They were so disjointed today. Our defensive line looked okay. Yeah, the defensive line looked okay. Our defensive line was good enough. You know, Aiden Heaven was actually good enough. We saw the experience and the charisma of Lisandro Martinez. How he was able to calm down, how he was able to do, you know, distribute the passes, you know, calmly do his business. Aiden Heaven was good. Lisandro Martinez was good. At a point, Ruben Amorim showed us that he can actually change his system and also still keep his momentum. When they went into a flat four, he showed it clearly that he can change his system and maintain his momentum. They went into flat four, in a flat back four. They got a goal. So you cannot tell me that Ruben Amorim can be performing with this type of team, a weak team. This team is weak. This team does not have quality. We don't have quality in the team. If you're joining for the first time, click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button. You know, give the broadcast a thumbs up. Give this broadcast a thumbs up. We were not the only team that went into the market to buy players. There are other teams who went into the market to buy players. So Manchester United, we are not even top 5. Look at Liverpool. Liverpool spent a lot of money. A lot of money. Liverpool spent a lot of money. They are in the 4th position. They are struggling in the 4th position. They are out there in the 4th position struggling with Manchester United. And somebody wants you to believe that Manchester United Ruben Amorim is not doing at least enough to get Manchester United in a good position. We do not have Mbeumo, remember? Mbeumo is in Morocco. We don't have Ahmad, we don't have Mazraoui, we don't have Matthias de Ligt, we don't have Harry Maguire, we don't have Kobe Mainoo. We don't have Bruno Fernandes. We have players who are out. And still, Ruben Amorim manages to draw games that we would have easily lost last season. Games we would easily lose last season. I appreciate all of you joining the chat. Kindly click on the subscribe button. Yes, click the subscribe button, click the notification button. The second half for the game between Manchester City and Chelsea is starting anytime soon. And Manchester City has missed loads of chances in this game. And I'm telling you, if Manchester City goes ahead to win, to beat Chelsea today, that means that Manchester United will be stuck in the 5th position. And this will be the highest Manchester United have come for come close to the top 4 for a long time. And we'll be 3 points off Liverpool. We'll be 3 points off Liverpool. And Manchester United looks like a team. Manchester United looks like a team that can actually make it into the top 4 if we have all our players back. The team looks like a team that might get into the top 4 if we have all our players back, and that is actually an encouraging start. Yes, because when you look at what Mbeumo and Ahmad brings to the team, when you look at what all these guys bring to the team, you will not have a choice. You know, this team is a team that can progress. This team is a team that can go further. So guys, one thing I want to say here clear is this. Yeah, as a Manchester United fan, you ought to the best way we can actually get ourselves is to trust the manager. We are supposed to trust the manager, and we are supposed to make sure that we talk so much into the ears of the board. The board has to understand that they have to support the manager. The board has to understand that they have to support the manager, because that is the most important thing for me, and for a lot of Manchester United fans. Give the manager your 100, because what you do is what Manchester United board is doing is get half committed and then want the manager to compromise. You get what we need at this point is to get in better players, not these mediocres. We have loads of mediocres in our team. We have loads of players who do not have the quality to play for a top team like Manchester United. That's the point. We have loads of players who do not have the quality, and they have to leave. If you look at last season, look at the summer. Look in the summer. How many players did we buy? We brought in Benjamin Sesko, we brought in Cunha, we brought in Mbeumo, and we brought in Sani Lamens. These are 4 players, yeah, and 3 of these 4 players are attackers. Then 1 goalkeeper. We did not address the wing back issue. We did not address the CDM issue, right? And last season, how many players left? Victor Lindelof left the club. Johnny Evans left the club. What's his name? Ericsson left the club. Then Marcus Rashford went on loan. Jadon Sancho, Garnacho, Højlund. These are players that left the club. I'm sure I did not count all of them. And then now we have 7 players who has left. Then we bought 4. And we have players on loan. We have Toby Collier on loan. We have Harry Amas. We have players that we used last season that were not good enough, who are not at the club. And we should be replacing these players. We should be having depth in quality at the club. We should be having depth in quality at Manchester United. But there's nothing like that. And the board is coming to tell the manager to adapt. What manner of bizarreness is that? Why would you tell the manager to adapt when the manager told you clearly, I am not going to change my philosophy. This is what I believe. This is what I know. You are going to be getting me players. Get me players. Get me players. Get the players for the manager. That is simple. You don't have to come and tell the manager to adapt. You're getting the manager furious. This is not Manchester United. This is not what Manchester United is known for. Go out there and get players. If you're joining this live for the first time, kindly click on the subscribe button. Yeah, click on the notification button and give the live a thumbs up. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We are not listen. Manchester United is supposed to be one of the clubs that every player wants to join. And we can achieve that by achieving success. And for us to achieve success, we have to back the manager. And to back the manager, the board is supposed to be out there scouting and getting in quality players who will succeed at the club, who wants to play for Manchester United. That is what the board should be doing. Because look at Benjamin Sesko. Benjamin Sesko is so bad at Manchester United. Do you think that if we have some other quality striker, Benjamin Sesko will still play for Ruben Amorim will leave Benjamin Sesko on? No, he will be out. Mason Mount is not there. We do not have quality in creation. When you look at today's game, we were good with the defense. The defense was okay, was decent enough. We kept Leeds United at bay. You know, we kept Leeds United at bay. We tried to manage them properly. But when we get to the attack, we lacked creativity. We were not creative enough. We lacked creativity in the final third. There was no Mason Mount, no Bruno Fernandes, no form of creativity. Nobody's thinking out of the box. Nobody's taking the risk. And then we have a Benjamin Sesko who cannot even control the ball. Isn't this so sad? The board is supposed to be out there. The board is supposed to be out there getting in players for the manager. This is what the board is supposed to be doing. Nothing more, nothing less. We are supposed to be out there getting in players. Getting in players for the manager. Let me tell you something. Rasmus Højlund is not striving at Napoli. How many goals does Rasmus Højlund have at Napoli? Because I don't see Rasmus Højlund at Manchester United was a lot of times he messed up. So he should be at Napoli. If he's good enough, Napoli should be paying for him. Napoli should come pay for him. I think they bought him actually. Yeah. If he's good he should be winning the best player at Napoli, right? Yeah. How many goals does he have at Napoli? The same Rasmus Højlund, I watched miss penalties. I watched Rasmus Højlund miss penalties in Napoli. I've watched a couple of his games. Rasmus Højlund is the same. He has no quality. He does not have the quality to be a top striker. No, Rasmus Højlund does not have that quality to be a top striker. Look at Brian Mbeumo at Manchester United. He's scoring goals. He gets into very good positions. He can drive with the ball. That's a proper attacker. Rasmus Højlund is not a proper attacker. He does not have that quality. So you cannot give me an excuse with Rasmus Højlund. He's not a proper attacker. He does not have that quality, actually. So guys, just get it, understand it, yeah, clearly. Rasmus Højlund didn't want to leave Manchester United. He was forced out of Manchester United. So you cannot say that he's not having it better at Napoli. He's not scoring goals. So guys, I just wanted to make it very clear that Ruben Amorim cannot be the problem at Manchester United. 3-4-3 cannot be the problem at Manchester United. The players are a huge problem. The board is a bigger problem. Jason Wilcox and the e-news are a very big problem to Manchester United. Yes, because they are not supporting the manager, they are not backing the manager, and the manager is getting results. You get the manager, the manager is getting results. The manager is doing very well. So it is very clear. It is very clear that if we get in a board that would be able to get players for Ruben Amorim, bring in very good players to play for Manchester United, Ruben Amorim is going to get results, better results than what he's getting now. I'll tell you that many of the games, many of the games we are drawing, many of the games we have drawn this season are actually games we could have lost, easily lost last season. Right? So it is very, very clear. It is clear that we all can actually talk and get the board to act. The Manchester United fan base is actually big enough to talk and get the board to act. If you're joining the live for the first time, kindly click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button. You get the videos whenever it is dropped. Thank you. Let us talk, let us make sure, because it is better that the board acts and get in players than to criticize the manager. You cannot criticize the manager at this point, because the manager has a lot of things positive for him to say. He has a lot of things positive for him to say, which we know. There are lots of improvement at Manchester United, yes, with our playing style, cohesion and everything. So we have a decent defense line. Our problem right now is the midfield, and we have to actually tackle the midfield. And if we tackle the midfield, we have a lot more stability. We'll have a lot more stability. Players like players like Casemiro, Ugarte, they are not supposed to be first team players at Manchester United. Right? Casemiro does not have the ability anymore. He used to be a very fine midfielder, but at this point, he lacks the creativity. He no longer has the legs. And it's a problem, because Manchester United needs players who's got legs, who can move with the ball, who can run with the ball, who can pick out good passes, who are fast enough. Casemiro today was nothing close to being average for Manchester United. Right? So we can actually look at it in this way. If we get in players to replace Casemiro and Manuel Ugarte, we'll get in a proper DM, a proper CDM, and get in a very good box-to-box midfielder. Manchester United will look a different outfit entirely. I believe that. And Bruno Fernandes can go play number 10. And we will not have the problem of missing Mason Mount. You know, Mason Mount is injury prone. He gets injured every other time. And we need consistency. We need the consistency. So we cannot be missing Mason Mount all the time. Right? He plays one match and the next match is injured. And that is a problem for Ruben Amorim. So guys, I think that we are in a better position. We are in a better position at this point. Yeah, we are in a better position at this point. and we have to fight now. Now this is the period to actually fight. This is the period to get behind the manager. You get, this is the period to get behind the manager. You know, last season when Manchester United was ending 15th, a lot of people did not believe that Manchester United would actually get to 5th position. Or a lot of people wanted Manchester United to go for 8. Oh, they say, Manchester United should be aiming for 8th place finish. If Manchester United finish 8th, then they have done very well. If they finish 8th, then they have done very well. But right now, Manchester United is 5th, and our next game, if we play well, we can win it. And if we get another 3 points, it is gradual. It is one game after the other. It is one game after the other. We'll take it one game at a time. And for a lot of people who say that a lot of people will tell you that, oh, Manchester United plays one game a week. One game a week is actually a disadvantage to Manchester United because it gets the players tired. Yes, the players would not have that reading because they stay a lot of time. Ruben Amorim, Alan O'Connor says, do you think that Ruben Amorim is a manager or a coach? Ruben Amorim is a manager, and that's why he has to oversee everything at Manchester United. That's why it is very important for him to oversee the recruitment, the scouting, player profile. You know, he has to look at every other thing at Manchester United. And so far, I think that Ruben Amorim, his game reading is top notch. Getting a draw against Leeds United. No. Ruben Amorim said he is the manager of the team, not the coach. He is the manager. So he is the manager of the team. He is not the coach of the team. The coach coaches players. The manager manages the affairs of the players and every other thing around the team. So on this note, we'll have to call it a day on this broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about the developments. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about the developments, and then also we'll talk about the frailties. Then we can talk about so many other things. Yeah. Yes. Dinner is ready. Dinner is ready. So guys, I'll see you all tomorrow. So guys, I want you all to take good care of yourself. Manchester United is in a better position, and we hope Chelsea does not equalize. Man City is actually leading Chelsea 1-0 at this time, and this is the 55th minute played. We hope that Chelsea does not equalize. Yeah. We hope that Chelsea does not equalize, and we hope that Manchester City scores one more goal, and that gives Manchester United that lifeline to stay 5th until next weekend. And then we have to clap for Manchester United because we are growing gradually. Erling Haaland is with the ball. He is through on goal, and oh no, that was a beautiful tackle. Beautiful tackle from Achiapong. That was beautiful tackle, and the ball has gone in for a corner in favor of Manchester City. Erling Haaland almost got in through on goal, and that would have been goal number 2, and it would have been a game over for Chelsea. So Manchester City takes the corner, and then it is headed into the stands for another corner. I just want to run you through the commentaries for a bit before I go. Yeah. Oh no, that's a bad injury on Enzo Fernandez. I think that's not a good injury, but he has to manage. All right, guys. I'll see you again in my next video. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you all for joining. Click on the subscribe button, click on the notification button. We'll be here tomorrow, same time. Bye bye.